Today we're gonna let our fingers do the detective work. We're gonna Google Street View the addresses on these old ex-rental VHS tapes. What will we find? That's the fun. Now my copy of Critters here is from West Coast Video. Unfortunately, it does not have any sort of address on it. But just a fun little tidbit, West Coast Video was founded in 1983 in Philadelphia. So the name is a lie. By 1988, it was the largest video store chain in the world, so suck it, Blockbuster. I bought this particular copy at Mr. Zero's in Roseville, Minnesota. This is not a sponsored ad. I just wanted to bring it up because they're a cool place with lots of collectibles. Now, first things first, we got ourselves the Never-Ending Story 3 from Arco Foods. Our feisty friend here was from Arco, Idaho. I'm gonna be honest with you, I could not figure out exactly which building in Arco, Idaho had the Arco Foods. I even called a couple places, the old timers there had no idea what I was talking about. But flipping my way through the Google Street View, I found something amazing. Big Butte Video. Now, who's to say maybe Never-Ending Story 3 passed through Arco Foods and ended up at Big Butte? I don't know. I like to think it did, because I like Big Butte, and I cannot lie. And looking back through the timeline of Google Street View, it looks like Big Butte Video was actually there until 2015. Big Butte Video, you held on. I salute you. A lot of video stores didn't make it that long. On a side note, I gotta say, I fell in love with the town of Arco, Idaho as I was doing my detective work. That's a problem with being an investigator. You get too close, you start to care. Arco, Idaho is the first city in the world powered by atomic energy. The mountains surrounding the city are painted with gigantic numbers for some reason, and Arco is the home of the Devil's Submarine. This sleepy little town is cool as hell. Up next we got Girls Just Want to Have Fun from Video Update. 4331 Egan Drive, Savage, Minnesota 55378. Now I ain't gonna lie to you, these video store detective videos are gonna have a lot of video update tapes in them. Why? Because they were all over the Midwest. I'm a Midwest boy. And they were good about putting addresses on the damn tapes. I would say this is an exciting one because as we Google Street View it, we can see obviously the video update is no longer, but the facade on the building still screams video update. If you do a quick gurgle image search, gurgle should be a pornographic search engine, don't you think? That's a good name for it. Now if you Google image search video update, you will see this sort of Art Deco castle facade. A lot of video updates had this distinct style, and you can see that this style is still very present on this building. This is exactly the sort of thing I was hoping our detective work would unearth. The video store's gone, but the tangible pieces of it remain. Not just our memories, not just these tapes, but the buildings themselves bear witness. Now it ain't always VHS tapes. Here we got Fester's Quest for the Nintendo Entertainment System. Fester comes to us from Showtime Video, 1401 85th Avenue North, Brooklyn Park, Minnesota. Now this has got to be one of the most dated, ugly strip malls I have ever seen. And I love it. You're beautiful. Don't ever change. It's a reminder that video stores and ugly strip malls were a match made in heaven. And finally, we have Carver's Gate from J&D Movies to Go. J&D Movies to Go once stood at 2301 East 38th Street, Minneapolis, Minnesota 55406. I was gobsmacked to find out this is an address I know. Because where J&D Movies to Go once stood, now stands a store called Dream Haven. And as much as I would love to find a video store still standing, this is maybe the next best thing. Dream Haven is a comics and books and collectibles store. It's a fantastic place, independently owned. Once again, not a sponsor, but man, when you find these cool places, you gotta shout it from the mountaintops. I think that's enough detective work for one day. And remember, don't waste your time looking back with regret. Every choice you've ever made, good or bad, it has made you who you are today. And who you are today is exactly who you were meant to be today. But who you are tomorrow, that's up to you. Bye-bye.